Good afternoon, everyone. T-Speak at 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side by my XLM. This is part 2 of this video. I had to let the pattern play out, so instead of talking for 20 minutes, so you're gonna start to see what I was talking about. The bull trap, I believe, is still very much in effect. As you guys heard, I had sold 5,000. I probably should have clarified. I sold 5,000 out of my 10,000 Doge. I bought at 0.28. I let the other 5,000 ride to see if it bounced down, which it did, and it bounced back up. And I'm going to show you why at 38 cents again, I decided that it's not worth the risk until, and if I have to buy back at 41 cents, because that's when I would buy back in, when I know it's back right, if it breaks out of this pattern, whatever. But it's forming the head and shoulders on XRP. But what I want to show you is on here. I drew this out before. And now look at the right side, how it's going to come down. I missed it a little bit, you can see. I had to overlap it with the top because I missed it. It went a little higher than I thought. But I seen the head and shoulders form. You can see it, especially if I take this line. I'm just telling you guys, this is what you need to look for. A lot of people FOMO'd in just now. So, you can see it. Left shoulder. Coming up to the head, right? Come around. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. This fucking pen, man. I can't wait till somebody actually gets me a good one of these when we make enough money. So, left shoulder. Boom. Head. Right? Same thing. Boom. Right shoulder. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do from there. We would either bounce up off of this or continue down and come back here, because we should probably double bottom, because there was no or we break the formation. But this, what typically happens is no matter what happens now, every time it pushes up, it's met with equal resistance. So that's why you get the 2 or 3 headed tops that look like fucking rocket ships. Because now it's going to try, people are going to push in, push out, because it was at 40. Now they got it at 39, so it seems like a good deal. Now people at 39 are like, fuck. The people that were lower are selling, but we're going to see what happens. This is very tricky. This is crazy. And I don't like to be on this side of it right now, because with the 5,000 Doge, that's a lot of money going in it still right now. And if it pops down, it could be at 36 cents in a matter of like 5 minutes. If it pops up, I can get, I've already got it planned out. If it goes down to 38 cents and it looks like it's down swinging, I'm selling my other 5,000. So if you're, that's what I'm doing. And then once it gets back over 41 cents, I'll just buy them back. Who cares? I'll lose a few hundred Doge. That's where people lose me. Oh my God, I lost the 2 cents. Well, we're trying to figure out if we're going to go past all-time highs. Cares about the 2 cents. We care about losing our whole fucking stack right now. That's how crucial it is. It's like with XRP, I regret nothing. I'm telling you guys what I did. Hey. Sorry, I was asking Julie if she needed help. She was moving something. Just happened to walk by the side door. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bitcoin, same thing. I pulled out the, I showed you the pattern from XRP last night, and if I would have drawn this out longer, the pitchfork, eventually it comes down. I'm telling you, if that's in fact what this is doing, everybody's like, oh my God, it bounced up. That's, we're going through the pitchfork, but that's how you sucker in as many people. That's why it's called the bull trap. We may not even have a bull trap, but that's what I see. I have an abstract mind. I see things. Like, I can see this head and shoulders before it even happened. Oh, that's not here. Yeah, here. I can see that, and you can see if I would have just drew my line down. But I was trying to show you the pitchfork. How you can come up and have multiple heads too. But this is a head and shoulders pattern. I could see it happening right from the left side when it built the structure, which is why I didn't buy my 5,000 back in. When it came down and did that, and then went up, that's structure for a left shoulder. And unless it keeps going up, You bounce down, and then your next point up, you're going to meet your resistance, and then you come right back down, up again, and that creates the right shoulder. Then you come down because there's no more buying power. Then you come up a little bit, but then you get met again, and then you're back at the starting point, which makes your floor. Well, that's not technically our floor, because where did we come at before the head and shoulders? Oh, no, that would be our floor. Okay, so I put that one. Oh, no, not where the arrow is, but the 34. So our floor would be where I marked it at 34 cents. And then that is where you might want to take a gamble. But if it breaks down past there and Bitcoin's shooting out, I'm telling you, something is going on right now. I can't explain it. I can't describe it. But this is exactly what these were doing at a $1.53 level for XRP last night before it tanked. Because, guys, like I've been trying to tell you, XRP, why is there no interest? It was just $1.75 and people were begging it to drop to $1.29. You're telling me institutions aren't buying it up? We're going after this is a bull trap. This is the last part of a two-leg bull trap. The first one liquidated everybody. The second one gets everybody's money at the end. And then when they have no more money to throw into a certain project because they've been liquidated twice, and now they actually lost their savings, now is the time for the run. That's why it's the 3 legs up. Once up, come down, fake bull run. Once up, come down, fake bull run. You know, go up, come down, and that could it could signify the end of a run. So what we're trying to do to avoid this, so my 5,000 coins can stay in my possession, is that, but I'm telling you, every time it goes up, it's just going to be kicked down, and you already seen it again. And this is why they call it a head and shoulders, because, you know, it looks like a head and shoulders, and I literally see it everywhere now when I'm looking. So I know if it's going to be a momentary bearish pattern. But then you always say, if the only way to break this, and it's not going to, but I'm saying, if you go like this, and then all of a sudden you're going down and, poof, you know, some kind of volume came in, and it's still head and shoulders, but it stopped it from a retrace head and shoulders. That's the only way you kick up, and then it's extremely bullish. Because then it doesn't even matter. The pattern doesn't even matter. I always try to tell people, I'm going to make you happy when it shows this pattern, you know. Whoosh. You know, yay. Do, 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 do. It's sunny days. Oh, yeah. Looks like he just kicked the shit out of somebody and now he's dropped dead. Oh. Sunny day. There we go. Sunny days. Although it's dark and gloomy here, and it's looking dark and gloomy in the crypto world. As they're trying to pull the old fancy bull trap. The old, hey, John, man, what's that? The old hook and ladder. Hey, old Barb comes across corner. He look like he got to throw a touchdown, throw an interception. Favre. Strongest arm I've ever seen. But that's what it's like today. They're about to pull a chair out from under us, and I can feel it. And like everybody keeps asking me, so what if it doesn't go down? Well, so I eat the loss. If it costs me a few shares, it costs me a few shares. But I can't help that what the charts are telling me. Am I wrong when I sold XRP at $1.53 after rebuying it at $1.16 after selling it at $1.44 because it was tanking? And my levels, once it broke that level, it was over. Same thing with this. When it failed to get back to 166, I knew we didn't even have support at 144 because we never confirmed it. We just blew right past it. So I said 153, there's no volume. Something's wrong. Just like Doge, something's wrong. It's not ready to hit its all-time highs today. When it got within 0.3 of a cent, there's a reason it didn't hit it. This is where I feel there could be a pullback. You know, and then the people who made a lot of money, they can just rebuy back in after this big dip because they all know tomorrow is a big pump. Supposedly, 420 is going to be a huge pump, and that's when it's going to get to $1. This is where people get trapped. That's why I said 28 cent was a good level. Hell, if you're at 31 cent, 32 cent, 33 cent right now, it's a great level. You've got room. But the point is you don't want to blow your profits. And if you're in your head right now, if you're watching me saying, holy fuck, I'm not sure what's going to happen, sell half your stack. If you're on profit right now, 4 or 5 cents, sell half of it. And then if it breaks this pattern up, buy it all back at 40 cents. So what? It costs you 1.3 cents per share. On 10,000 shares, that's $100 per penny. But if you sell half your stack and take the profits, and when you rebuy back in, you keep those profits for XRP, and then take the gamble again if it breaks down on the pattern, because I'm telling you it's going to. I haven't tried to do my Sunny song, but you guys are going to see my charting abilities right here before your very eyes. You know, and because normally I would have just held on to XRP and not sold it and try, you know, and go and rebuy it back on the downswing twice. But because I got to help out with cost and it's fucking expensive, you know, I'm trying to get back as much of my stuff that I worked very hard to get, you know. But I feel like I kind of hit XRP for a reason. Like I always say, everything happens for a reason. I didn't know that I was going to have to, you know, that there was going to be this situation with the funeral pop out of nowhere. I also didn't know XRP was going to explode like this. And now maybe, you know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. So the man upstairs was looking out for my future needs. You know, I don't know. Everything does seem to happen for a reason. So now it's going down, and I've been given the gift of an abstract mind with a photographic memory. So what did I tell you guys on the way up? I don't ever forget anything, and we're going to come down. I would tell you guys. I've done nothing short of that. And if you guys would have done what I did when I said it, you would have got out at 153, 150, 144, and you could have rode this down, because you know my support levels, resistance levels. Look how long we've been covering this, guys, for XRP. We know the levels. I may have started 5 years later than everybody else, because I've only been doing this just under 3 weeks. But I started at the correct time when people could have made a ton of money. Now I'm telling you, retracements happen. The rug gets pulled out before the actual, you know, the children go back home while the big boys play after. But everybody goes under the cover of night before the real heroes emerge. Like, I don't even need to look at Doge. I don't need to look at any of them because I know the patterns. Doge is going to sell out at me at 38 cents, though, because I had to put it on my stop loss while I'm doing this, unfortunately. So Doge is going to sell out on me. I knew it was going to while I was on air, but I was confident what it was going to do. Hopefully it bounced off that 38 to no. I did put it at 37.8 just to give it a tiny bit of room in case, just in case it was an artificial and they were trying to take out everybody's stop loss right here at 30. I was right there at 30. Nope. Right about there. So if you see Doge go below there, I am liquidated out of my position in a good way. You know, and I took profit from 10,000 from 28 to 38, so there's nothing wrong with that. XRP, I saved $600-700 right now. So even though, you know, I had to take out several $1,000s out of my account to try to help for this, which it's nowhere near what I need. But with hard work and dedication, I know I can help more. And that's why I keep saying, if you guys want to donate, maybe just you enjoyed the technical analysis or you want to see me more. Now my time is technical analysis, and that's one thing I can give the world and help give back to, you know, somebody who was very dear and helped a lot of people and actually took care of my fiance's mom when she was very young, because she's 15 years older. And yeah, it was one of those situations. So very dedicated lady who never got married, never had kids of her own, because she took care of her siblings because her parents, well, you know how it goes. So I'm trying to do my part. So I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No. Should you take a financial advisor's advice? If you like to make that 1% to 2%. But come on, guys, you know how to invest in commodities. You know how to invest in the big tech. You know how to just invest in gold, silver, whatever. You could just let it sit. So my liquidation, it's happened. I'm liquidated out of Doge. So my plan, let's see what it does at 35. I believe if it goes all the way down to 35, we have a problem, because those are some big head and shoulders and they're getting bigger, which means it's getting more bear. So we could have the correction down, you know, to 30 cents, 25 cents. We don't know. But if it goes up to 41, 42 cents, instead of buying 10,000, I told myself, Tom, don't be a greedy motherfucker. If you do this and get lucky from 28 to 38 cents, you only buy back 5,000 on the next leg of this race. And then if you get to $1, you know, you got 5 grand. So greedy Tom might buy back like 65 or 7,000, but save 3,000 to the side so that when it goes wrong, I can say, see, fuck, you should have kept 5,000, but at least you weren't as stupid and you kept 3. But this is, I'm telling you guys, I know this video is longer than I want. But again, be very, 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 very careful today. I'm telling you guys. I mean, that fit in perfectly now that filled in. Doesn't that scare you guys a little bit? I was drawing that on the last video. Isn't that scary that it fit into that perfectly? Because it scares the hell out of me. Because the only thing to correct Bitcoin right now is a surge of volume. And like I said, what do you expect? Where's the volume? What the hell's going on? Even Doge. That was a bull trap within a bear mark, you know. You've got bear markers all across the way. That's what I'm saying. So if you notice over here, when we're actually making our good ups, we're inverted most of the way. We invert, go up. Invert, go up. Well, now all of a sudden here, we were a head and shoulders. We tried to invert here, but right here went back to a head and shoulders on inversion. But there's no design anymore. We broke down. Then finally, we come down here and reestablish a little bit and then push up. But again, there's nothing. I'm telling you. That little setup, I got to delete some of this. That little setup right there where it went up, that would be the epitome of a bull trap if it comes true. And it's like the more we play this pattern out, the more it's looking more and more like I might not be wrong, and I want to be wrong. I'd rather just buy my positions back 2 or 3% or 5% higher when I realize it's going up. Some people would say that's stupid, but guess what? I just saved 20% on some of my shit coming down. So if I got to give back 5%, you know, in the long term, it's a great plan if you know how to chart. So I'm saying I could give technical analysis in a Patreon for $10 a month, and it would keep me not only on top of what I'm doing, it would help you guys make some day trades or stay out of situations like this, or just understand when it's better to just take your money home. And who cares if you miss out on a few $100, you miss out on a few $100. But in the long term, wouldn't you rather miss out on a few hundred instead of losing a few thousand? Nickels compared to dimes, compared to dollars, compared to pennies. We're going for the dollars. We're at the nickels, but we could very easily be back to pennies. We haven't even hit dimes yet. We went from pennies to nickels. We were trying to get the dimes at, you know, all-time highs. And then we'd get the quarters around $10. Then we'd get to a $50, okay? Around $50. Then we'd get to a dollar, you know, a silver dollar by 100. By, you know, 250, we'd get to some copper. By 500, we'd get to some silver. By 1,000, we'd get to some platinum. And by 10,000, we'd have gold. That's the plan. But at every level, it doesn't mean you need to piss your money away like I did a little bit. Because I was stupid and didn't trust myself. I may have gotten it back by some suave moves and that, you know, $700 savings on XRP from what I could get to sell those 5,000 shares at 128 compared to 153. You know, the nice 10,000 shares going from, you know, an average of roughly 30 cents, I'll say, because I did buy it up a little bit. Because when I got to 34 cents and I seen it break it, I'm like, oh, here's an easy 4 cents. And I threw the last $950 I had into it. Or, what was it, like 1,450 or 1,600 more shares. Which was a gamble because I was, this morning, and by the way, guys, $10, get the uphold card. I kid you not. I took out $2,000 and 2.5 days, and I literally just went from ATM to ATM, and it just kept letting me withdraw. There's about $1 fee per transaction. Who gives a fuck? And then you got to pay your ATM fee, but still, you know, $2,000 out, about $12 in fees between the ATMs and the uphold card. I don't even know if there was a limit, because I did it on a couple of, you know, separate days. $2,000 out, sealed in an envelope. You know, I got all the stuff from you guys that I've gotten through my Venmo and everything, threw it to my bank account, withdrew it, and I added that to the envelope. So instead of having $2,000 that I cashed out from XRP and whatever, because of your guys' generosity, you guys have actually, I'm not even kidding, have helped me to where I can put $2,185 in the envelope right now. It's about $16,000, but obviously I'm not responsible to cover it all, nor am I responsible. They're not expecting anything from me. But I know that they can't do anything, so what are they going to do without my help? So, you know, it makes me want to cry to know that you guys, you know, legitimately sent me $160 for this, and you guys don't even know who this lady is. You don't even know who I am. Like, seriously makes me want to cry like that. I seen it on like $161. Perfect strangers. That just out of the generosity of your guys' hearts, like, you know, that's $161 my family didn't have, or my fiance's family didn't have. You know. And in Michigan, where I live, we're still closed down, so nobody's making a normal paycheck. You know, we're about 40% of our businesses are basically closed. So that means the world to me. And as you guys know, my fiance got into a car accident last February, and she's going on surgery number 4. And my son was 6 months old. He broke his femur, but now is recovered, thank God. He gets checked up shortly to make sure there's no defects, because he's 19 months now, so now he has to go get his... They want to watch him walk and make sure he doesn't have length problems or any of that crap. So you guys have no idea how much that touched me. And it's why, if you've noticed, I've been putting out more and more content. Even though I was doing 6 videos a day, this is more in-depth content. I figured you guys did that for me. That's why I told you about Doge yesterday. Hey, you guys are helping me out, sending me donations to try to help me, put our family to rest properly. And I seen an opportunity where you guys could make some quick money, 10 cents a share from yesterday. Even if you bought in at 30, 31, 32, we made a great profit. Quick turnaround. Now's the time not to dick around. Let this pattern play out, because look, now we're breaking the right shoulder, or the tip of the top, up. All right, so like by your collarbone, we're making the right collarbone right now, technically. Just think of that. If we break formation, the only way to break this head and shoulders is right here, and it would be great. Even though I'm not in the position, I don't care. I'd buy 5,000 more. That's what I'm telling you guys, don't panic. 5,000 more when it gets into this area, because once it makes this support, wait till this is established support if you're not in, and then we're moving to all-time highs. If you want to be safe, wait till we break the 42.4 mark and establish that, and then we're going into discovery. So right now, it's a risk to buy right now. If you're not in a position, I would highly suggest you wait, because you could get it at 34, or just avoid a near collapse, and not buy in right before it collapses. Or you can just buy it over 42.4 when it's going, or 44.3, or wherever the hell it was at. 42.4, I think, or something. When it goes into discovery. I think it was like 42.4 for some reason. Or 43.4, that's what it was. I knew there was a 3.4 in there. We'll just say 43.5, but I know. So, once we get over that, we're in discovery. So why would you buy, over 40 you could buy, but I would highly suggest you wait until here, about, just to make sure we actually pushed over from 38 to 41, and we're on the top side of 41 to 43. Nothing worse than bouncing back to 38, because then you don't know if you're holding up. Right collarbone forming. What should come next in the next couple minutes is you're going to see this. At some point, you know, eventually we're going to get the right collarbone to come down, and then we can form the rest of the right shoulder. We're looking for a bounce off the right collarbone up, but it's not going to happen. There's no volume that picked up. XLM, like I told you guys, you could sell out of it. I've been asked. Yes, I would sell out of it again. If we break down past here, and this is a bull trap, I'm telling you guys, we're going to get 30% discounts on everything. And look at Bitcoin right now. I'm staying on for a reason. I can't do a 3-part. Bitcoin, same shit. It can't even buy back what it's selling off. I'm trying to make us all, so you guys can see my channel's unique. All these other assholes, oh, just hold it. Because they don't know how to chart. What are they going to do? Tell you to sell it? How are they going to tell you to buy it back? I wouldn't have so confidently said sell XRP when it gets to 144 and breaks down before that big collapse happened. And I hope you guys were listening, because some people got liquidated, and if they would have just followed my levels, right when it broke 144 with no support and no volume, you would have known something's wrong. And I swear to you guys, I sold it at like 147 because the volume, the way it was coming down, I read the Hikinachi. So even though it was at 147 on your screen, it was showing 143.5 on mine. And the next candle was about to come in, and it was negative about 65%. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I sold. I was out. They gave me 151 on fucking Uphold. But on 5,000 shares, you know, and then I had to pay 119 on Uphold, even though I was at like 117, fuckers. So, watch this. 5,000 times point. So I saved, we'll just say 151 to 119, since Uphold sucks. Well, all of them suck where you buy crypto. You need to know what you're doing. So 0.32. Look at that. That's $1,600 I saved. So I bought the 5,000 shares back. 16 times 1.19. This is what I'm saying. If you know how to chart and you trust somebody, this is what I mean. 5,900. Then this is the first time I've done it with XRP, by the way. It's the first time I felt it necessary. So 5,950 compared to 7,555. So when they tell you that, they're full of shit, because now you can take that extra 1,500. So 7,950, right? So right now we have 5,000 shares, right? Watch this. So 7,950. We're going to take $250 off of that for fees, for the up and down charges, for the, you know, difference in buying and selling and all that crap. So we've given $250 back to the house. It's fine. Just follow me. Oh, you're saying that's too much? Fine. We're taking $350 or $450 away. Now we only got $74.50, since you guys want to bitch about it because it's your money. So now we've lost $300. $74.50 divided by 1.19. So instead of 5,000 shares, you picked up 1,200 shares. Okay? And I had to take money, right? So now it goes up from 1.19 to 1.53. I didn't sell, you know, the first time. So the second time I did it again. And Uphold gave me like 150, 151. The first time I was at 144. I apologize. So just flip this around. So then you do it again. And then I've still got my same 5,000 shares. But I was able to get over $1,000 that I needed to cash out without actually having to affect my position. Yeah, I don't have as much money to play with right now. It's true. I had to take some out. I no longer have over $10,000 in my account because obviously XRP fucking came down. But I still have, you know, after taking out $2,000, I have enough to buy like $6,000 worth of XRP right now. So I'm actually ahead of schedule. I'm doing okay. And look, this is forming the right shoulder, or right at the collarbone, pretty perfectly. We're looking for Bitcoin to get off its own nuts, but I'm telling you, this is forming nothing short of a shit show right now. I might as well just title the video, "The Collapse is On." But if you listen to my logic, guys, wouldn't you rather buy back at 1 or 2% more when you realize it's going the right way, or 5%, instead of taking the risk of this jumping off a cliff? There's a potential we could be at $1 XRP, 50-cent Dogecoin, and, you know, 52,000 Bitcoin. And I see nothing short of a bear trap. I mean, a bull trap. Even for Dogecoin, unless it picks up. I mean, it followed my chart exactly. And you guys seen it hadn't even started the right shoulder yet when I came on half hour ago. If it picks up volume, then we're fine. Doge doesn't have to be part of this conversation. It can just continue. And then I can buy at 41 cents, which is all I want. Or I would wait until it gets, you know, shows me that it's going to push over and it's going into uncharted territory, since I already sold out at like 38 and average roughly. 38.5 up, 37.7 on the other one. So I'll just say a 38 average when you average all the fees and bullshit. So now we're going to watch it, because Bitcoin, you know, it's doing exactly now. It's making its right collarbone. You can't make this stuff up if you know how to chart. Because people can tell you whatever they want on their YouTube channel. They can cry wolf or tell you it's going to the moon or going to the fucking sand dunes or going into quicksand or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But the charts don't lie. Left shoulder. Around for the head. Right collarbone, which I didn't say collarbone, but then you come down and make the shoulder. I mean, it's simple. This is doing the exact same thing. I guarantee they're all doing it. Oh my God, what a surprise. XRP with the whole shit show. XLM, holy shit, what a surprise. You know? Let's see. Ethereum. Oh my God, can you believe it? Another bull trap. Bitcoin. Oh my God, another bull trap. DGB. Oh my God, another bull. I'm telling you guys. Doge. Another bull. Even Doge just got on pattern with them. Either I'm crazy, or this is one of the biggest fake outs in the history of the stock and crypto. So just watch my patterns. I'm going to come back in a little bit this afternoon so that we can see how this plays out. If you guys want to see me more often, I highly consider you, please consider donating. I wouldn't normally do this, but, you know, you guys know the situation. So my time, I'm going to try to give you more of it. And the more appreciation I see, you know, the more I can help donate to my family's cause to help put my fiance's aunt to rest properly. You know, like I said, I've got $2,168 to donate to them so far, including the stock I had to sell. And then you guys, $168. I'll keep you updated on that, because down the road, I'm going to give away the exact number you guys donate to me. I'm going to give away back in free merchandise or free stock, free crypto. I'm going to give it back in some way down the road, because we're going to make a lot of money together. I just wish that this would have happened like 5 months down the road where I had a bigger portfolio here. So, anyhow, I've got the 3 links down. Here, you know what? Since everybody always asks me, how do I donate? So, PayPal at tspeaka222, Venmo at tspeaka222, you know, 222, and then oh shit, where did it go? Fuck. Fucking pen. See, told you guys, the pen hates me. And then if you guys want to, you know, everybody keeps telling me ways to add stuff. You know, and then there's CASHAPP, Tom Jr. 222. And then when it's PayPal or Venmo, tspeaka 222. So guys, I really do appreciate your guys' help. It means the world to me, seriously. Like, I'll keep you guys updated, and like I said, this isn't going in vain. Whatever you guys generously give out of the goodness of your hearts, or whatever, you donate for more of my time so that I can in turn turn it into where it needs to go for the proper cause. I promise you down the road, this is all going to be paid back in full. Not just by my time, but I'm going to have some of the greatest giveaways you're ever going to see. I'll do live streams. I'll make sure that it gets to who it needs to get to. I promise. I give you my word that a few months down the road from here, when we're all a little more successful, we're going to have some fun times, guys. So again, thank you for being with me right now. I appreciate all the support. And until next time, stay blessed.